Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Life as I See It with your hostess, Dina Nierenberg. And today we're discussing part 2 about how success is measured. And in the previous show, we were discussing how in a big city, it's all about what you can say that you accomplished and how that causes a lot of anxiety for many people because they believe that I'm only accomplished if I have done certain things with my life. And they don't value these beautiful values that we've all been instilled with. Values such as peace, such as harmony, such as love and self-acceptance and peace of mind. These are all values that have been given to us, granted to us by God. And as people get older, they kind of forget about that and they stop measuring their life by how much peace of mind they have. And they start to measure their lives by how much they have. And so today I would like to introduce to you again one of my favorites guests, Tessa Weber. And we all have so much infinite value. A lot of people think that, oh, my value comes from my environment and what they can tell me about me. And if they tell me that I'm great, then I'm great. And if they tell me that I can sing, then I can sing. If they tell me I'm good at this and I'm not good at that, and I'm good at that and I'm not good at that, well, then I start to create a whole self-concept about me. How much value do I have? Do I have more good things about me, good qualities over bad things? Then maybe I have some worth. Or do I feel like, I can't do anything right and all the time people are telling me, criticizing me, you can't do anything right, you can't do this right, you can't do that right, you don't look good enough, you don't do enough, you're not productive enough. And do I start to buy into that kind of a story? You see, as humans, we tend to buy into the story that we grow up with. And I'm not just talking with our families, I'm talking about what we learn in school, our school experiences, with teachers, even our peers can also tell us, you're good because you're this, you're bad because you're that. And society as a whole, and the more sensitive that you are, the more likely that you are to take in everything that society is saying. And after a while, it can hurt. And you can be all like, well, now comes along an advertisement for the latest shoes, for the latest pair of Gucci shoes. Do you want to be stylish this season? Well, you have got to have the newest Mary Jane shoes by Gucci. Or who are you? Or you have to have this latest cosmetic. Or who are you? Or you simply have got to buy from this designer. Or who are you? And the ones among us who are most insecure will buy into all of that. Those are usually actually the ones who need the most stuff. It's usually the most insecure people that need to have the most things and that are so easily influenced by the advertisements that they see.
Yeah, and we use all these psychological techniques,
No,
triggers to make
they're great
you
at it.
want it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, we want to make money. That's
Oh,
why we use all
know.
this stuff
Oh my.
and trigger some things that we know in where
Oh
and
yeah.
people can trigger that
Yeah.
he's gonna want to have it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is smart people that make money on it, and unfortunately, a lot of people thinking they gain something when they buy it, but the only one who gain it, honestly, it's this corporation.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, this is true, but
Yeah.
no, I'm not saying that people don't have to want it, some things. It's okay if it makes you a little bit more happy. But just even in my experience, when I order something, I have this happy moment of it when I open it, and it's just like it's so small on a short time.
I know.
And
you're like, you open
it's,
it. Mine. I wanted it. Yeah.
so it feels like when without good sleep, you just use a caffeine, I mean coffee, to
Right.
gain something, but it's so for short time, and it's not gonna cover your lack of sleep. So
That's
it's
true.
something.
It's a
I could say it's
cover-up.
something the same. Of course, you can You can take a coffee in the morning and you're gonna feel a little better. But if you're not sleeping, it's not gonna make you better or healthier. So
That's
if
right.
you're okay with your value, if you're okay with everything, and you just easy on all this stuff, and you buy the stuff with easy, not like idolizing it, it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
But if it's something more, you
there's
feel
some-
your emptiness, it's different.
It's different, and that void will never, ever, ever be filled, and that's what's so sad.
That's why you continue to buy something new,
More
new,
something, something, and something, and
or how you said, people pleaser. But
right?
you're always about what people think about it,
Yeah.
and you think about yourselves through how
They see you. Yeah.
But it's so, there's no confidence there, and it's so shaky, and it's so sad. Why some teenagers went do bad stuff themselves? Because they were so influenced, bullied by society, that they didn't even know that they were worth it by themselves, and they started think that we're not worth it at all, even living. But it's because of society
Society.
and parents, and I mean people around.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
that happens.
Yeah, they say that teenagers are extremely prone to depression and anxiety.
And sensitive.
They're hypersensitive. There's also the whole hormonal effect. But also, it's for the first time in their life, they're able to do analytical thinking. And so what people say to them really starts to kind of sort of sink in. And they think a lot about what people say. Like, she looked at me wrong. Ugh, I must be ugly. Oh, she didn't invite me to the party. Ugh, I'm so unpopular. Oh gosh, I wasn't chosen for the team. That means I'm untalented. And it's because this is the first time in their life that they're actually able to think analytically, and it hurts. This can go on for the rest of your life unless you stop it. But a lot of teenagers, they don't really know how to stop it. To them, it's like just thoughts and thoughts on thoughts that keep on coming at you like waves and waves and waves. They get depressed, they get anxious, and they don't even know like where to turn. It's like turmoil, the inner turmoil of adolescence is a very scary thing.
Maybe it's a survival thing, but we really needed to be part of it, part of society. And if you're a teenager and nobody's inviting you, you're out of society.
Yeah, you're out of that society.
It feels like something dangerous even. That's why maybe it's so
it's different. Yeah. Teenagers don't usually want to be different. Different is a dangerous thing to be when you're a teenager.
Maybe in the same time, all of them thinks that's very unique, lonely, and different.
Probably everybody thinks
all of them.
I'm different, I'm lonely.
But I never seen someone who said, as teenager, who said that, like truly, that he's okay and he doesn't feel that he's special. Usually we all think that we are special.
Yeah.
And nobody can understand me. But it's true as well. Nobody can fully understand you.
Nobody can ever fully understand you. And it's, I want to get back to that whole idea of advertisements. So it used to be, in the olden days, before cell phones and social media and all of that, that there were billboards. And they would say some covert and some overt messages. Some of the messages were like, okay, we're trying to sell you a nice pack of cigarettes. But what's lying behind all of that? Okay, if you buy these cigarettes, you can be this gorgeous and this skinny and have this guy and this dog and this car and this home if you buy our cigarettes. And that's the second message that gives off. So what do you start to think? Oh my, I must lose some weight. I must get a more important guy. I must get a better home. I must get a better car. I must get a better looking this and a better looking that. I must start to dress in more Chanel and more Gucci. That's your second message. The first message, of course, is let's buy some Marlboro cigarettes or whatever, Virginia Slims for women.
Hope we don't gonna block it.
It's so true. It's like that was back in the day. Like you could control that. Now, everybody's got a cell phone. Not just a cell phone, but a smartphone, iPhone. And these guys, the AI seems to know exactly what kinds of advertisements to send to you. They know exactly how old you are.
What do you need?
Yeah, what you need. They know your issues. They know, let's say that I'm middle-aged, so I have certain concerns, about staying fit, for example, and certain cosmetic things that I'm like trying to stay on top of, and they're forever sending me this product, that idea, that new thing, that new contraption that I have just got to try so I can lose 30 pounds real fast. It's like they know how to get you. And then they know when you're not even buying for you. They know when you're buying for your spouse or for your dog or for your kid.
Yeah, we know everything
They know
about.
everything is so scary. I'm like, my phone is inside right now. I'm even thinking that maybe perhaps my phone is spying on me right now.
Yeah, if you're gonna say I want a pizza,
It's gonna send me.
Yeah.
I want an advertisement for pizza.
I saw
Wait.
these funny videos
Yeah.
when husband out of room and wife take his phone and and saying some stuff that she wants, but to his phone, but the advertising start tells this husband to buy it for her. So this is true.
See that
Yeah.
it's true. It took me forever to realize that it's true. I feel like I'm a little bit late coming to the party as far as the technology is concerned, and I am. And all my friends and family know I am late coming to the party as far as technology is concerned. But I just realized this whole big thing with AI spying on you a few summers ago. When like Esther and I, we were talking about blueberries, and she was saying how she'd like to buy blueberries. So later on that day, I get an advertisement for blueberries. I'm like, this is just really ridiculous. So I start trying it with other things like pizza, or I'm interested in a car, or I'm interested in going shopping for a robe to wear around the house, whatever. It's like, and you start to see how specific they will tailor their commercials to you. And you're like, oh God, this is scary. That's like why I don't want to have one of these AI pets. The latest thing is AI pets. I'm terrified to have one. It's going to spy on me day and night. I'm like, yeah, it's true. You don't have to walk it and things, and it won't wake you up at night. But it's going to spy on me. Who needs a spy for a pet? I'm not doing that.
First, when people start mentioning it and notice that, it was scary, but now it feels like okay. I mean,
I want to, honestly.
phone is already knows me better, so he knows what to.
So he knows better than I know.
To give me exactly what I want. So it's already like you starting even feeling about this. Okay, I mean it's okay. I'm not gonna throw away my phone because of it.
We can't anymore.
I mean,
We're
it's
so
impossible.
reliant. We're so reliant on those phones. It's scary, right?
Yeah.
It's like even to like discover like where the restaurant is, or where the address to that is, or directions, ways, how to get to here from here to there without it taking too long, or everything, or where's the best place to get pet food,
And everyone feel anxious when he doesn't see his phone or trying to find it.
They're like, oh my God, like, where's the baby? Where's the baby?
But
it's like everybody's going crazy.
I mean,
because
me
they can't
too.
find
When
the
I
phone.
try to find phone, I feel like how my level of stress is coming
Pumping up. That adrenaline,
But
the cortisol is.
If we're gonna think about deeply, it's so silly.
It's so silly, but look how stressed we get when we cannot find our phone.
Yeah, addicted.
Yeah. I think that one of the greatest, most fun experiences for me anyway is when I leave the phone at home and I know that I left it at home. So I know exactly where the poor thing is. It didn't get to come out today with mommy. But I feel so free. And it feels like 1987 again. It is such a good feeling. You're like, yeah, I know my phone is at home sleeping, but I'm out here and no one can reach me. And I know what I know, and I know my 4 steps each way, and life is so good. And then you get home, whatever time, you're like, why didn't you answer the phone? I wasn't near my phone. I left it at home by mistake. So yeah, that's basically the gist of it. You know, what we were discussing today, how success is measured differently, really in different cities. A big city, New York City, LA, it's all about how much you have and how much you know and who you know. And then you go to a different city, such as Charlotte, and it's not about, you know, how much you have and who you know and what you do, but success is also measured by how much relaxation am I experiencing? How much peace am I experiencing? How do I feel inside? Just the feeling of peace alone can make a person feel accomplished. And the in-towners here in New York don't realize that just feeling relaxed is accomplishments enough.
Yeah.
They're like rushing and racing around and around.
Having peace.
But just having peace. Life is all about having peace. Because when you have peace, you have everything.
And we have just discovered with our view on success based on advertising and everything that
And everything.
we all try to sell us.
That's
And
right.
we try to believe it as
And
well.
we start to believe it. And we stop believing that just having peace and inner contentment and love for ourselves and love for our neighbors, that's really what life is about. That's what it's supposed to be about. And that's what we're supposed to be striving for. And here we are like looking at Rolex watches and Gucci shoes and thinking that's what life's about. It's not about that. And it's sad that, you know, we come down to this earth so pure in our intentions, you know. So we're like, oh wow, I just want to make the world a better place to be. And I want to uplift myself. And perhaps I want to heal. I want to heal myself. Next thing you know, I want those shoes. I want that car. I want her abilities. I want to do as well as that guy does in school. And how it becomes, we move further and further away from our essential selves, the way God created us. We move away from how God created us, and next thing you know, we're taking on what society thinks we should have or that we should be. And that's how we lose our way. That's how we become miserable. And that's how our lives really winds up being terrible in the end. And that's how we wind up regretting later on in life all the things that we didn't take seriously, and we regret all the things that we did take seriously.
That's true.
Yeah, it's so true. So ladies and gentlemen, I am your hostess, Dina Nierenberg. Today with this amazing co-hostess, Tessa Weber. Thank you so much for joining, my dear. And so at the last second, love you all. Take care. Mwah. Peace and love to all of you.
Bye.
Bye.